Following up tonight, several recent encounters have Colorado Parks and Wildlife reminding Coloradans about the importance of staying bear aware. Our Spencer Humphrey is live in Colorado Springs with some tips to prevent those human and wildlife conflicts. Spencer?
Well, Andy, you'll remember late Thursday night, two women encountered a bear in the heart of Manitou Springs, and one of them unfortunately did end up with some injuries. And even though we all know it is a possibility that we might encounter a bear here in the city, now is a good time to remember what we need to do to keep those encounters to a minimum. You don't have to live here long.
Freaking bear, get out of my garage.
To realize bears aren't afraid to call the city home. They have no problem inviting themselves into our cars, our dumpsters. They've even been known to pay us some visits at our News 5 studios from time to time. But you also don't have to live here long to know they can damage much more than just property. Just this past Thursday, in the heart of Manitou Springs,
a young woman walking home from work, turned the corner, saw a bear.
She did the right thing and kept her distance.
That bear, for no reason, charged her. When she turned around to get out of the way, the bear knocked her down and in the process scratched her back.
Luckily, the woman survived, but on Saturday, the bear had to be put down. Nearby residents told Colorado Parks and Wildlife the bear had a habit of rummaging through their trash cans. Now, if you have an enclosed garage, you should at a minimum be keeping your trash can in here, but even still, that alone isn't always good enough. Another good rule of thumb to make sure those bears don't get in, make sure your door is latched nice and tight when you're not using it. CPW says waiting until the morning of pickup to put your trash out cuts the chance of a bear visit from 70% down to just 2%. Even if you are keeping your trash inside, that still might not be enough to keep those bears from trying to find a way in, which is why it's always a good idea to keep your ground level windows all the way shut and latched. But on Sunday, at the site of the bear attack, trash cans were still outside, free for the taking.
So definitely something of this nature is very concerning and needs to be taken very seriously.
Now, even with all of that in mind, it's still entirely possible that you may find yourself face-to-face with a bear one day, and if you do, there are a few things CPW wants you to keep in mind. First, they say always keep your distance between yourself and the bear, always move slow, and make yourself look as big as possible, and of course, never, ever start to run away. Now, they also say it's a good idea to keep in groups at night, as well as also keep some bear spray handy, even if you live in the city. Always watching out for you, Southern Colorado. Spencer Humphrey, News 5.